You have always carried a deep question in your soul, a silent, unspoken question placed there before your first breath. Long before the world gave you a name, your spirit knew that it was carrying a purpose beyond the everyday. You felt it as a child, the intensity of your emotions, the quiet connection to unseen beauty, the way your heart trembled in the presence of truth. You were never taught to feel the sacred, but your soul has always known how to recognize it. Every emotion reveals the weight of your mission. Every moment of silence whispers that something sacred is flowing through you. Your hands open to the light, a sacred mark, a crescent moon and an M, engraved in the center of your palm. Right there, in the center of your palm. They are the blueprint of heaven. They are a sacred reminder that your hands are chosen as vehicles for healing. Your hands are rivers of light. They transmit peace through touch, illuminate clarity through presence, and calm storms with the silence of the soul. You carry the frequency of healing. When others speak, you listen from the soul. When others fall, you reach out through grace. When others lose their light, you reflect it back to them through compassion. That is why the marks appear on your palms. The crescent moon reflects divine intuition. The M confirms your mission as a messenger. Together, they form a covenant. Your life exists to bring light where pain has taken root. You were born to heal, not just with your words, but with your very presence. Your hands carry the light of restoration, and this light will flow through you as long as you remember who you are. If your heart has just been moved in silence, leave your mark with the declaration, "I carry the healing light in the palm of my hand." Each word spoken carries a sacred frequency imprinted on your soul as a spiritual commitment from before time. And when your soul recognizes itself in these words, let the world know your presence. Like the video as a signal to the higher realms. Subscribe to the channel as an affirmation. I am ready for the journey. Share the message as an act of spreading light to the souls waiting to be awakened. Every action you take now is a sacred vibration, contributing to opening the gate where your mission begins to come into reality. Now it is time to move forward, to go deeper where your light begins to be released. In the palm of your hand, two symbols lie dormant like sacred mysteries. One is a crescent moon, the other is the letter M, like two energy gates opening to two different spiritual dimensions. They are not just individual signs, but when combined, they form a double code, a confirmation from the heavens that you carry within you a sacred resource that was predestined before you entered this world. The crescent moon in the palm of your hand is the first sign of deep intuition, the ability to sense vibrations before they happen. People with this sign are often easily touched by the emotions of others, as if they are a living spiritual mirror, reflecting the truth that the other person is trying to hide. They are deeply connected to the dream world, to the spirit world, and often have prophetic dreams, like whispers from the divine. Beneath their quiet exterior lies a world of intense, deep, and extremely subtle emotions. The crescent moon shines not only within, but also into the souls of those it touches. The letter M, formed by the magical intersection of the life, mind, and heart lines, is the mark of those chosen by God to be messengers of light. M stands for messenger, a spiritual designation. Those with the letter M are often spiritually mature beyond their years, with innate wisdom and awareness beyond the ordinary. They are not easily drawn into a false way of life, do not accept falsehood, and are always searching for the deeper layers of truth in everything. Their souls have a spiritual hunger for light, hunger for truth, hunger for guidance. When these two signs appear together, it is confirmation from the divine that you have been activated. The crescent moon is the frequency of reception. The letter M is the frequency of transmission. You are both a vessel of light and a torch that gives that light to others. You are not just empathizing, you are charged with awakening, not just understanding, but leading. This is where your soul is called to its place on the sacred map. These marks are not just symbols. They are the place where the light begins to shine. And this will become even clearer as you enter the next section. The sacred healing role of your own hands. A journey that will not only clarify why you have these two marks, but also what you are to do with them in this sacred moment for humanity. And it is there, right in the palm of your hand, that the light begins to speak. You do not have to go far to find your role. Every time you lay your hands on someone, every time you lay your hands on your own heart, a wave of healing begins to spread. Because your hands are to transmit the light from heaven. And now, it is time to look at your hands with new eyes, the eyes of mission. Your hands are a sacred place where the light of the soul is transmitted into the physical world. Every line, every pulse, every point of contact contains a living energy that is given from above. When your palm bears the crescent moon and the letter M, that is where the light is activated, not only for you, but for all who enter your field of influence. Every time you touch someone, your energy begins to radiate as a gentle light into the wounded shell of their soul. A gentle touch, a look of presence, a word spoken from a conscious heart, all become gateways to deep healing. No complicated rituals, no lengthy preparations. Because you are the living ritual, you are the light moving through the human world. The frequency you radiate always brings a sense of safety to lost souls. When you are present, others feel an inner space opening up. They feel seen, heard, understood without needing to explain. Their pent-up emotions begin to move. Tears may fall. Their hearts begin to soften. They don't call it healing, but their souls remember it. As the light spreads, souls around them respond. Some move closer. Some actively seek you out as a silent refuge. They don't know why, but the attraction begins at the soul level. Some choose to silently leave. They look into your eyes, feel a truth rising from deep within, and their journey is forced to face the unseen. Both reactions are signs that your light is at work. Because you are carrying the sacred energy, you need to understand boundaries. Love and awakening do not go hand in hand with overflow. Every soul opens when it is ready, and the light only flows to the right place at the right time, when there is agreement from a deeper level. True healing happens in harmony between the giver and the receiver, and you are in the role of observing, listening, directing that energy with wisdom. The light flows through your hands when you hold your heart steady. When you live with unwavering compassion, the light within you grows stronger. When you choose stillness over chaos, that light begins to flow with intensity. And in that stillness, where you are most connected to God, a stream of living water flows from your hands, carrying grace, carrying restoration, carrying the power that was preordained before you came into this world. As the light flows from your hands, the soul needs a place to be renewed, to connect more deeply with the divine. Silence is that space. Every time you enter a state of silence, you are entering an invisible temple, a place where the light is held, the energy is restored, and the soul is reminded of its true identity. Silence is a hidden gateway deep within your soul, a gateway to a space that the mind cannot reach, where all that is sacred begins to become clear. In a world that is always moving, you seek silence as a natural act of the soul that is marked. It is a return, a moment when you hear the true pulse of life, not through words, but through deep feeling. Every moment in silence is a time when your soul is recharged by the light from heaven. As the outer space quiets, the inner call rises. The whisper of the Creator resounds through your breathing, through the warmth in your chest, through the gentle light that spreads throughout your cells. It is a time when you do not need to search for an answer, because the answer is already present in your very presence. The separation you choose takes the form of a ritual. You do not leave the world. You enter a zone of light to recalibrate your frequency. In that private space, you preserve the light that has been entrusted to you. The layers of emotional dust, the noise waves from the outside world begin to dissipate. The true light within you gradually becomes clear, like a lamp that has been cleaned and refilled with new oil. In the silence, the memory of your soul comes alive. You remember the sacred call that rang out before you were born. You realize that your hand is not just a physical form, it is a sacred covenant engraved from above. Every line, every stroke on your palm becomes a symbol, a wake-up call to your divine identity, to your chosen role. Silence is where you are reborn. From there, you emerge with a more stable light, shining from within and spreading through every word, every action. And that light will continue to guide you, not through great things, but through every moment you are present to your inner truth. Now, look at your hands again. The marks are glowing with new meaning. They are not random shapes. They are affirmations. They are instructions. They are soul maps that are opening up a new journey for you. As your gaze settles on your palm, something deep begins to move. The crescent moon and the M are not just physical details. They are symbols. They are affirmations written in light. They are the soul's testament, signed between you and God before you came to this world. From the moment your soul stepped through the portal of creation, you made a vow. No need to force it. No need to explain. In that sacred space you vowed, "Please choose me to bring light where there is no light." And from that vow, the mark begins to form, like a sacred copy engraved into your physical body, to remind you when mortal memories cloud over. Every time you look back at the crescent moon in your palm, you are touching that original covenant. Every time the M is revealed in the light, your soul is energized. This is how God keeps you on your journey. This is your map. The difficult times in your life, every break, every shock, every isolation, are all part of the journey you have chosen. From there, the healing power begins to manifest. There is nothing superfluous in the light you carry. Every crack becomes a place for light to enter, and from there, to radiate out into the world. You were born with a different frequency. The mark on your hand is a physical point of contact with the spirit world. Those with this mark are often called earlier, tested more deeply, and awakened more often than ordinary people. Because your role is not to live for yourself. You are the keeper of the light, to guide a generation that is lost in the chaos. Listen to the signs that call to you through dreams, through intuition, through sacred coincidences, because when you live in accordance with your covenant, the universe begins to cooperate. Doors to higher levels of understanding open. Coincidences appear, and your soul will no longer be confused because you are being guided. From here, your journey will enter the sacred realm of guidance, where every sign you receive carries a guiding frequency. Every dream contains an answer, and every step is illuminated by the memory of your awakened soul. Every step you take in alignment with your soul blueprint, the universe begins to respond. Not through words, not through handwritten notes, but through divine frequency-based coincidences. You look at your watch and it reads 11:11, 2:22, 5:55. You think about someone in silence, and a few minutes later, they appear as if summoned by your own frequency. You dream about a situation that seemed like a dream, but then it manifests in your life, in every detail. This is the universe whispering to you. When your soul is in tune with the divine, the world begins to respond. Coincidence becomes language. Every little detail of everyday life begins to glow in the frequency of truth. You realize you are being guided. Synchronicity is God's way of communicating without speaking a word. Each number that repeats, each time you meet a familiar eye, each time a dream becomes a guide, that is when you are confirmed. You are on the right path. The door is open. I am here. Only those who have lifted the veil from their soul's eyes can recognize these signs. You will see the number sequence 111 signaling a sacred beginning, 222 strengthening stability and timing, 555 opening the gate of change. The number 777 whispers protection from the spirit world. Like an army of light always present around you. Dreams become maps. People you meet by chance become guides. All these symbols are familiar, but none are repetitive. Each sign has its own meaning, sent to your soul according to the task you are undertaking and the stage you are passing through. The universe personalizes all guidance for you because you are living in a divine script written specifically for your light. Synchronicities do not come by chance. They are the result of a deep alignment between your will and divine design. The more you are true to your true self, the more you will receive, more clearly, more quickly, more often. These signs are guideposts. They are divine confirmations that help you continue on a path that few dare to tread. And when you listen long enough, you will sense something else happening. A separation is silently occurring. A divine filter that is reshaping the entire world around you. There are moments you can't name, but your heart feels it. A person who was once deeply present in your life suddenly goes silent, as if they never existed. Conversations that once lasted for hours are now just memories. Hugs that were once tight disappear into invisible distance. No need for anger, no need for separation, just a silence, lasting, then fading away. This is the vibrational adjustment that is happening in your soul. As you begin to live in alignment with your inner light, your entire energy field begins to vibrate at a different frequency, and that new frequency can no longer hold what is no longer compatible. People, situations, and lifestyles that were once attached to you, if they are no longer compatible, will leave you like a river changing direction. You haven't lost them. Their role has been fulfilled. Some people are sent to awaken a memory. Some appear to teach a lesson. Some walk by your side only to open a door. When that function is over, the universe will return them to their rightful place in the big picture. No closer, no further, just right. Every time someone leaves, the universe is clearing the space around you so that something higher can enter. Every gap is a ceremony of light. Every silence is a sacred space for you to re-establish clarity within. This is a clearing, not a loss. This is a cleansing phase of souls coming to their true destiny. You don't need to look for reasons for the breakup. You are being led on a path that requires purity of vibration. As you go deeper into the journey, the choice no longer comes from personal feelings. It comes from soul frequency. The choice begins to come from the depths of the light you carry. And as the space is cleared, your inner light begins to call for action. A new phase is opening, where you no longer observe from a distance, but begin to live fully in ritual and presence. A sacred space awaits you to enter, with marked hands. When you realize you have a mission, life is no longer a series of days floating around. Every moment becomes a sanctuary. Every breath becomes the pulse of a larger plan, and every action, no matter how small, can shake reality. Awareness is the seed, but to become a fruit-bearing tree, you need to water it with action. It is not about rushing in or showing off. It is a deep movement from within, choosing the right thing, and living it to the end. A complete prayer begins with a sincere step. Meditation and writing are not techniques, they are rituals. In meditation, you need nothing more than yourself. When you sit still in the inner light, you are opening the gate for the divine to transmit. Every breath is a whisper. Every moment of stillness is an invisible dialogue between you and the higher. You are not escaping the world. You are returning to the real world. Writing is a ritual that transforms vibration into form. When you write down your dreams, your intuitions, your emotions, you are giving the light a place to dwell. The paper becomes a map. The words become a mirror of the soul. The daily writing is how you keep the inner flame alive, clear, and guided. Your mission is to live in resonance. You are designed to spread in the right environment. Be among awakened souls. Talk to those who are seeking the true light. Live in a space where high energy is respected, where intuition is heard. What you see, hear, read, is reprogramming your energy field every day. And you are the one who chooses that program. The world needs you. Not because you have all the answers, but because you dare to live as an answer that is being written. There are souls out there walking in darkness, only needing to see your light to find their way back. Every action of yours is a candle. Every choice you make is a declaration. Every day you live is a prayer for the world. You are not here waiting for a signal from the outside. The signal is already engraved in your hand. Those marks do not fade. They are shining each time you act in accordance with your inner truth. And with each step you take, the earth shakes, the sky listens, the spirit world opens the way. Now is the time to declare the light with your entire presence. You are the affirmation walking through life. And when you walk with integrity, without seeking, without performing, you no longer walk alone. You become the link between heaven and man. You live as a message with a heartbeat. And the world begins to change, little by little, from you. If you bear the crescent moon in your palm, if the letter M appears as an eternal engraving, now is the time to stop, breathe slowly, and be fully present. No more groping in the night. This is the sacred hour. Your soul is being called to take its place on the path that the light has prepared for so long. Close your eyes. In this silence, prayer is being raised. Not with brilliant words, but with the simple truth of a heart that has heard enough, has seen enough, is ready. Father in heaven, guide my steps. Let your light flow through my soul like an eternal flame. Cover me from all the hidden forces that seek to keep me from shining. Give me the inner strength to never stray from the path that is written on my hand. And if I have been chosen, let me live worthy of that choice. Every day, every hour, every breath. You are marked, and so you are entrusted. The crescent moon is a reminder that you are protected. The M is an affirmation that you must not forget. All that you have been through, the losses, the insights, the long nights of vigilance, all lead to this moment. The light you carry is like no other. It does not fade. It burns strong. It does not come to beautify your life. It comes to guide others. You are a lamp placed in the darkness, so that those who are lost may find their way back. And now declare, I am marked with light. I accept my mission. I will shine as I was born to do. There is no need to wait for recognition. The mark on your hand is a mandate from heaven. Every step you take from here on out is no longer alone. Heaven is with you. The light precedes you, and the world will know you stood up. All that you have been through, the losses, the insights, the long nights of vigilance, all lead to this moment. The light you carry is like no other. It does not fade. It burns strong. It does not come to beautify your life. It comes to guide others. You are a lamp placed in the darkness, so that those who are lost may find their way back. And now declare, I am marked with light. I accept my mission. I will shine as I was born to do. There is no need to wait for recognition. The mark on your hand is a mandate from heaven. Every step you take from here on out is no longer alone. Heaven is with you. The light precedes you, and the world will know you stood up.